I don't like bullies. I don't care where they're from.
Yo, it's episode nine.
Welcome back. Today is going to be a little different. Welcome to Stories to Screen. I'm your host, Blueberry Probert, and my co-host is...
Gamma Complainer.
There we go. Today we are actually doing a comic adaptation to an animated film. So that's different.
We're cheating, basically, until
we
episode
are cheating.
10.
We've been trying to watch Suicide Squad for like 3 weeks now.
Can't get through it, man.
I made the mistake of downloading the extended edition.
It's more extendedly bad.
It's extendably worse.
Oh,
But
God.
today we're talking about Batman: The Killing Joke, the animated film that came out in 2016, I think. But anywho, it was originally written by Alan Moore, and the artist that we were using for the deluxe edition of it was Brylan Bolin. Say that 10 times fast. Okay. So, you want to get into your expectations?
For the film, I expected it to be better.
Okay, that's kind of like your review at the same time. You can't do that.
Initially, I expected some unique animation. I also expected it to not be very long because the original graphic novel is pretty short. You can read it in like probably 20 minutes. I think that's pretty much it. Just I was hoping for a unique adaptation, but this is Warner Brothers, so nothing unique.
Okay, all right. We'll talk smack in a minute. All right.
I also expected all the OG cast from the animated series.
For the most part, it was. I don't think Batgirl was originally Tara Strong. I might be wrong about that.
Well, mostly OG.
It's not
like
important enough to look up, but I think the Batgirl. Oh, and Ray Fine was definitely not Commissioner Gordon.
No.
Definitely not. Man, that'd be awesome, though. That's how Ray Fine got started in acting. Yeah. I thought he was good.
Do you know the 6-degree link between him and Liam Neeson?
No.
Schindler's List.
No matter... Oh.
So he was in Batman Begins, Liam Neeson, and then Ray Fiennes.
So no matter what, it's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Yeah.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
It's
Very
like
cool.
just a phrase when stuff like that is linked somehow.
It's just funny because you never see Kevin Bacon in anything anymore, so it doesn't work.
He's in stuff, just not anything that anyone sees.
I watch some of the stuff. Tremors, Footloose. Anywho, so did you have any good expectations that you were excited for? Or you were excited for good artwork?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was expecting similar stuff. I wanted to see good animations with really quality voice actors. When I heard that Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy were on board, the traditional Joker and Batman voices through all your childhood, I was like, oh man. And a rated R rating, I was so excited. I was expecting some really brutal, hardcore visual imagery.
Yeah, this is Warner Brothers Animation first R-rated animated film.
So it was a really big gamble, actually, for them to do that. Their budget was about $3.5 million, and they ended up making $4.4 million. I don't know how great that is in animation terms, but in film terms, some people would consider that a loss.
I think most of it was towards the cast, to be honest.
Probably.
I don't imagine the animation they used cost them that much money.
All right, so I think if we explain our expectations, what we expected, we might go a little into a review too easily. So I think now is a great time to take a break. Fake break. All right, we'll see you guys in a minute. So, what actually happened in the movie? What we get?
Oh my god. Well, I mean, within the first probably 40 minutes, there's no Joker.
Yeah, okay.
So let's break this down. Let's do the review first and then do the comparison to the comics.
Okay.
So review, not great. I would probably give this maybe a 4 or 5 out of 10.
Whoa, that's a lot. Yeah.
Very disappointing.
All right.
This comic is extremely iconic. It's
sacred.
Very famous. It's one that almost every Joker has based their Joker on. And it's basically the origin story that we've been going by for years now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is unique because this came out, it's not like this came out in the 50s or the 60s. It came out in like 80s, 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So, a few things I didn't like. Animation is not great.
Inconsistent.
It's inconsistent, like you said. And I really expected something different. The poster looks dope as fuck. And I was like, oh, if it looks like that, that's fine. But of course, Warner Brothers does their typical basic bitch animation and don't even try to do something unique. Batman looks awful. His proportions make no fucking sense. Like you said, his ears look like fucking devil
horns. They go
horns.
inward.
He looks weird.
They hook in.
His bat symbol keeps changing size every time he comes on screen. He's got like the biggest chest I've ever seen on him and then a tiny ass waist. Like, he just looks terrible. And his suit looks basic.
He's on the Michael Phelps program.
Basically. What, he smokes pot and then swims?
Yeah, he's got a big chest, no legs. Or wait, no, is it backwards? Is he fish? I forget.
Is he a fish? I don't know. Check out the next episode. Is Batman a gay fish?
Anywho.
So, yeah, Batman's suit. He also didn't have any gadgets on his suit. What's so funny?
I don't
know. You okay?
I'm okay. Keep going. I'm enjoying this. The animation is, I just picture a different Batman every 10 seconds. It's like the Dark Knight Returns Batman turns into the Dark Knight Batman. He just keeps changing
his workout regime every time he comes on screen. One day it's leg day, next day it's ass. I don't know.
Yeah. So that extended story you were talking about for the first 40 minutes.
Oh.
So I went to the premiere of this movie at Comic-Con whenever it came out. And the directors mentioned, there's a little additional
July 25th to be specific.
That was
right there on your computer.
That's Friday night. But yeah, I saw it. I didn't hate it, but there is like 40 minutes. Like, what they were trying to do is, because Alan Moore's comic kind of bases itself in the lore
this is review
of Batman comics. Yes, I know that. But I'm just explaining why there's a difference.
Yeah, that's for the next segment.
Yeah. I'm doing it now.
Okay.
Long story short, they added a whole bunch of story that doesn't work. So I'm using it in terms of review. It doesn't just work.
What they did, we'll explain, was they added Batgirl, like I think you said.
Which makes sense.
And I think what they were trying to do is add more drama because, spoiler, she gets shot by the Joker and she becomes paralyzed. And basically what happens is they focus on her and they create a romantic story. She straight up has sex with Batman, like, out of nowhere on a rooftop. They're just arguing and then she jumps on top of him and he's just laying there and she's like, blah, blah, and just starts like...
He's in the costume the whole time and I think that's what makes it weird for me.
I just like how he does the typical non-reaction Batman. He's just like staring at her.
Yeah, he's
just
like...
blank face.
Yeah, it's not romantic as he's just like, I'm Batman.
Basically. I just think it's... it would be funny, like, how Batman has sex. Like, how he disappears on everyone else.
It's just like, man, that was great for me. Yeah. He just leaves cab fare and is out the window.
So she just goes to the bathroom, turns around, he's fucking gone. Why do you
not even in the bed, like 10 seconds after they're done.
She turns over the bed
gone.
And he's gone.
And there's just like a ceiling fan spinning. Like, what?
It's like, why?
This isn't super uncommon. I've seen this in a couple of comics.
It doesn't
we'll
work.
Talk about it. In the story, I think the director, who was it? That was Sam Liu and Bruce Timm, the producer. Were explaining that, not everyone has seen all Batgirl. Like, Batgirl doesn't have that much of a screen presence as of right now. So they're trying to involve her more so that there's more of a toll.
Yeah, but this wasn't the one.
No.
This definitely wasn't the one to do it whatsoever. This is... You can't just add on a story to a super iconic origin story of the main villain of a character.
It also changes the tone. It just changes the tone.
Like halfway through. Because it doesn't fit. I'm not going to get into the comic. But anyway. Also, what's annoying is she's a very stereotypical female. Like, she doesn't... I don't feel like she acts like the normal Barbara who's like, She's pretty witty. She's like always aware. And this, she's like, she gets tricked by a fucking random ass thug who's got like a fetish for her or whatever.
Yeah,
Franz Gruber or whatever the fuck his name is.
Franz Gruber. That's good. Die Hard reference. Paris Franz. He's a original character. Just came in this movie. He basically is supposed to be Batgirl's version of the Joker, but he's literally just a punk. He's just an idiot who makes very misogynistic references. And that's the thing, you're right. It's not like where Joker will make a joke and Batman will just be like, punch, I'm Batman. She'll like feed into it. Like he'll go... Like
she's into it. And she even says, she's like, I think it's kind of cute. And I'm like, who the fuck wrote this?
This person has murdered a couple people, so
she said she found it flattering that he is into her.
Yeah.
And Batman's like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, Joker's into me in a really weird way. Don't find it flattering. But then Batman's also kind of weird.
Absolutely, a man wrote that 100%. There's no way. That's just so stupid.
Yeah.
Especially when she's trained by Batman.
Yeah, I'm sure, like...
He wouldn't recruit someone who falls that easily for some random-ass thug.
Batman 101. Don't fall in love with psychopath killers. Actually, it's funny, because I think Batman does that, like, consistently. Maybe he listens.
Well, remember the joke I made at the end?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened.
Probably. All right, maybe you should tell the audience, because they don't know about the joke that you said last night.
So what happens at the end of the comic is, like, the way the final scene is the Joker tells a joke and they start laughing together and Batman like puts his hands on his shoulders.
It's gonna be
and it starts to like the camera starts to like pan down away from it. I'm like, they probably just made out. So because you were like, oh, did he kill him? Did he just put him in jail?
That's the original intention.
I'm like, they made out.
They made out. So there's
Batgirl's like, what the fuck? Don't follow your own fucking rule.
Oh my god. So yeah, that's sorry. That's one of the things I don't like. I put the ending. The ending is supposed to be implied. It's supposed to be the whole point of the Killing Joke is Joker's going overboard, sadistic to try to prove a point that anyone could be as insane as he is. And the ending of the comic is supposed to imply that either Batman cracked or brought him in by the book. So what happens is the comic is just silhouette. So you just see Batman grabbing Joker, and his face kind of looks angry. So you hear Joker laughing, and then it stops, and then it just shows the water. So it pans down. So the implication is, did he kill him? Did he not kill him? We don't know, because we don't know who's laughing and who's not. And they do something similar in the movie, but I guess there is the third option that they could have just made out. I didn't consider that.
They're into it.
Do you think Alan Moore considered that?
Oh, 100%. He's written some weird shit before.
If he ever listens to this, he's gonna kill us.
He's probably like, they get it.
They get it.
Well, and even Batman mentions in both the comic and the movie, he's like, how can two people that don't know each other hate each other so much? But now when he told the joke... Oh my god,
we can re-edit this movie with like Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On.
That's not the right song.
Oh, what am I doing? Oh, is that Al Green? That's Al Green.
You do that every time.
I do it every time. I love both albums.
That's Let's Stay Together, not Let's Get It On.
I do that every time.
Like when you mix Black and Back.
God, I am tired. And I wish the excuse was that it was like 3 a.m., but I think it's like 11. So
yeah, you woke up at 10. Still tired.
Damn.
I've had a long week. That's why the shit's late. Sorry. Sorry,
What else?
sorry, Garrett.
Sorry, Garrett. All right. So, what were some of your likes? Did you have any? Oh, I'm sorry. I actually have a couple more dislikes real quick. The acting.
I have more dislikes too. So
okay, so let's just go through
ahead.
the dislikes.
You go first.
Honestly, I was expecting some amazing voice actors. Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill. They don't always work. So there's a part of the Joker's origin that they go back to the Red Hood story, which actually I totally forgot the Red Hood story came from The Killing Joke. I didn't remember it that way, but he has like a joke, like he failed a punchline. He's like a failed comedian trying to support his wife and unborn child, but it just sounds like Mark Hamill with a nasally accent. It's not like his psychotic Joker that is like almost uncopyable. It's just like this, oh God, I'm such a failure. Oh boy.
Just Mark Hamill on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday, and I don't enjoy it. It doesn't work. And Kevin Conroy like phones it in like 3 lines.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the dialogue gets pretty bad.
It's not all their fault. I think the writing that isn't Alan Moore, word for word, everything that isn't from the comic is dumb as shit. So the first 40 minutes at least.
Yeah, and then some stuff they added.
I didn't like what they would change a word or two in the
but
comic. I don't.
You can't change like the speeches in the comic.
I think they work for the most part. I thought they brought a musical number from the comic into the movie, and I thought that was okay. But then the animation went down. Quality was like a 0.
The animation didn't match the gravity of the story at all.
It was like super hyper realistic at some points, where when he shoots Barbara, you're like, oh shit, that's HD, and then it's HD.
Oh shit, standard definition.
Whatever. Yeah, it goes to like 420p. It's like not good. No, it just goes really bad like half the time.
It goes from like The Witcher to Minecraft real quick.
Yeah. Man, you're hating on Minecraft again. Story arcs. The Batgirl story arc, romantic story arc. It doesn't work. The whole Paris France thing. It's like 40 minutes and it doesn't add anything.
Such a stupid name.
Paris France.
Paris France.
My name's Russie Russia.
My name's Mosque Russia.
No, it's got to be like 2 names of the country.
No,
like,
Paris is in France.
Oh, right. Oh, I see what you're saying.
So it's like, my name's LA, California.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
Stupid. Yeah. We're on the same page.
And then it has the gay dude in it, like where Barbara's telling him about how she
is dating Batman.
Yeah, but doesn't say who he is. It's just so pointless.
The writing doesn't make sense, and it's like it's just he's such a flat character. Why bring it in? Like
that whole thing is pointless. You could honestly cut that entire thing out. It has nothing to the story.
I think if you cut out the first 40 minutes, we would have enjoyed it a lot more.
Maybe we should re-edit it.
It's a pretty easy edit. Just go like middle cut, because that's what's so great. Like, there's a lot of things that get ruined with it. For example,
I think how I would have done it is done the first half of the movie in flashbacks. In between.
Sure, why not? I mean, flashbacks work better.
Yeah, and then just condense the flashbacks. Don't put like 40 minutes of flashbacks. Put like, 2 minutes
flashbacks
here and there. Yeah.
That's kind of how The Killing Joke already works.
Yeah, so I feel like that would work better.
It would have made more sense. Yeah. Well, here's the problem is basically a movie happens, 40 minutes, and then another movie happens, which is The Killing Joke. So in between there's a scene where Batman finds all these Joker victims, and he's like, well, I'm going to go to Arkham Asylum because he's been in prison. To us, the viewer, that already means that Joker has escaped. But what's so great about the comic is we don't know that he escaped yet. So it kind of just, it's its own condensed story that tells itself, as opposed to just, oh, well, this is going to be highly predictable, not only because we read it, but because the way that you've set it up makes it way easier to predict. Some of the dialogue was pretty good, though, but no, that's the comic book, not the adaptation.
Yeah.
Damn it. Oh, there's actually one line where it's like, don't underestimate him, and I thought that was good. But it's now when I said it out loud, it didn't sound as good.
I mean, without context, no. It could just be the guy at the donut shop. Don't underestimate him.
Don't underestimate the donut. All right. Ending, story arcs, writing. Oh, right. Yeah, the dialogue was just really bad. Like, Batgirl starts beating up Paris Franz, and he's like, must be that time of the month. And I'm like, did you need that?
I mean, even as a douchebag, that's not even good writing.
No.
Like, that's not clever at all.
He calls his old man a dinosaur, like again and again. And that's the thing.
It's so, like, childish. It's not. It's supposed to be rated R.
That's what I was just about to get into, is the fact that it's a rated R animated film, and you still hired kid writers. It's like, why?
It doesn't work.
They just go like...
I think that was more just a selling point. I don't think it really means anything, because they say shit, like, once, and that's probably the worst word that they say. And I think she's like, that's BS.
Which
I'm
is
like, that
funny.
doesn't fit.
No, right?
Like, without she talks.
But if you, like, play the Batman Arkham games, those games feel rated R, and then you're like, oh, wait, they're rated T for teen? What the fuck? Like, those games are sadistic.
Yeah, it's the
tone.
Yeah, the tone and the gravity writing. And whatever is all adult. It feels real.
They do say Bat Freak a lot in the video game. They're like, hey, Bat Freak! And that's kind of...
It's the Bat!
It's the Bat, yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's me. What's up? Remember that one time you, like, ran some dudes over? And
they were fine.
Yeah.
I straight up blew up a dude
and
in
then
the Batman Arkham
one?
game. For like an hour.
Where's he going?
I chased him like 1 mile per hour in a Batmobile just to see where he would go. Turns out around the entire island.
You just like... Imagine being that guy.
Just being chased at 1 mile per hour.
Batman just telling the dude, don't underestimate him.
This is a fun episode. For such a not fun movie. Okay, so let's... is there anything you liked? Come on, there's got to be something you liked.
I don't know. I fell asleep the first time we tried to watch it.
Yeah, you fell asleep twice during Suicide Squad and once during this. By the way, Suicide Squad, next episode.
If I make it through the movie.
We have literally 20 minutes. We can do it.
There's only 20 minutes left?
Or 25.
I feel like it's longer. Because we're at the point where she like falls out the helicopter, right? Or a little bit
That's
after
where
that.
you fell asleep?
Yeah.
Shit, never mind. We got like an hour.
You have 20 minutes.
I thought you fell asleep like, oh my god, right? Oh man, that's so
I've
bad.
seen the movie twice. I know what
watching
happened.
it again.
Oh no.
Anyway, here's some things I liked since you're such a negative Nancy.
And that voice acting's alright.
Yeah, that was mine. I had nostalgia.
It's just same people, so they're always good.
Oh, I hit the mic. Action, and I like the action, the animation. Like, 30 minutes in, it still has the Paris Franz storyline, but Batgirl starts, like, whooping ass, like, really fast with boomerangs and shit, and I'm like, that's cool. But then they kind of invalidate her, because Batman comes in and, like, beats up 6 dudes. She's, like, running all over the place, just trying to fight 4 dudes. Then Batman comes in and just breaks the shit out of them. I'm like, you kind of invalidated Batgirl.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. That's about it. All nostalgia based. I really enjoyed it. I do enjoy hearing those classic lines, and there was kind of some nice Easter eggs where they threw in lines from like The Dark Knight, like Batman goes, "Swear to me," and it's like, oh, it's like the movie. That was good.
Yeah, and they had the little animation from
The Dark Knight,
when he has all the things on his computer.
Yeah. So
but
cool
I don't like I don't like that.
Oh, I thought we're in likes.
Oh, my bad.
You're still in dislikes.
I disagree with you. I don't like that.
Okay, then never mind.
You can't just take lines from other Batman movies
that are good.
Yeah,
that's what I would do if I'm being honest. I don't know. I think they were like just hearing those lines come to like the last 30 minutes are actually really enjoyable.
Yeah, because that's the Killing Joke.
Yeah, I know. So if you're going to watch this movie, just watch the last 40 minutes. Yeah, that's about it. Because, like, I love hearing those, like, classic lines. Like, basically, I just love the Joker's motive in this. He's...
Whoa.
Okay, so we'll go to the comics for that
yeah,
then I'm done. I'm done talking shit.
Let's switch it up, guys.
All right, we're going to take another fake break. But I'm going to jump in exactly where I was going. Let's get it on!
We were singing some old classics.
So Marvin Gaye then sings Al
Al
Green. All right. So, the comic adaptation. So, this discludes? Not includes. Discludes the first 40 minutes of the film. We're just going to be talking about the Killing Joke adaptation. Oh, and there's actually, let's see, 1 second. I have to look up one comic because I forgot to write it down. So, you talk about most of the things, how they're accurate to the comic.
Well, let's talk about who wrote it. Alan Moore.
Yep.
And
Is that it?
And Brian Boland did the art for the version I have, which is the deluxe edition. I think it's the same. It just looks like a little bit better for the most part. The graphic novel, it's an interesting one because it drops in the middle of a story. It's not like normal comics where it's either continuing a story or has a beginning, middle, end. It just starts with Batman going to Arkham looking for the Joker. And he's like, it's more of a tit for tat. It's more about their dynamic as arch enemies. When he's in Arkham, someone who appears to be the Joker is like just playing with cards, and he's like, "Oh well, who's gonna kill who first? We have to figure this shit out." Basically, and it's not the Joker. The Joker escaped Arkham.
Basically, so the Joker's whole plan, basically in this comic, is to prove that he finds his situation ridiculous, and the whole situation of Batman dressing up and beating the shit out of him ridiculous. It's ironic that everyone's like, I'm insane because I'm a killer clown, but this dude is dressing up as a bat and beating the shit out of people.
Everyone's okay with it.
Right, exactly. And he's like, Commissioner Gordon, Batman is just as crazy as I am. And more importantly, he's like, anyone can be crazy if you just have one bad day. So he tries making the commissioner go crazy by paralyzing his daughter, taking pictures of her naked, and showing them to her in like a weird carnival ride with a bunch of midgets.
How did he do that in that short amount of time?
Man, he's a miracle worker of sorts.
Because he literally took the pictures and drove them over there and then put them in the ride.
Yeah, projectors. He probably used iCloud, then, just synced him over.
Or maybe he just gave him a hallucinogen or something. What? Along the way, like a Joker toxin.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, he tries him crazy and all this jazz stuff with this whole carnival circus event. So what they changed in the beginning of the film with the Batman and Barbara Batgirl romance isn't the first time that happened. Rules of Engagement, DC Universe Rebirth Batman, issue number 33. Also, we see something where Batman gets Barbara pregnant after what's his name gets
stupid.
Back. It's
that would dramatic. Not happen.
It's not. It's very dramatic and it's kind of weird. Not a lot of people loved it, but I can see it happening. Like it makes sense. No, but I think the most stoic Batman would not. He's a real asshole in this comic.
Even if they had some kind of relationship, he would not get her pregnant. That's just dumb. It's also very
Batman
weird
has
because
a gadget for everything.
It's also very I know just the D pregnant ray that he has.
The D pregnant ray. It makes more sense than shark repellent.
It's more convenient,
I guess.
What? Anyway, you would not let that happen, number one. Number two, his relationship with Barbara is like a teacher-student mentorship.
He's into that.
He's not, though. He's into women that are, like, independent and that, could take him on. That's why he got Talia al Ghul pregnant, because she's, like, on her own fucking page. She's like, Batman, I'll help you out. I don't give a fuck about anything else that you got to do. If you get in my way, I will fuck you up. And he's like, that shit's hot.
Or like someone like Wonder Woman, she's like, I can break you in like a million different bones. He's like,
that shit is hot.
That shit's hot. I can also cut your head off. Oh, please.
So I don't think he would have anything, even if he had a fling with her, anything more than that. It would be a very like a big slight on his part or a big slip up. Not a big slip up like
But like it's odd for sure.
What it's so when she's like pregnant, is she still like working or
so
she's not zipping around pregnant?
No, so that's actually it's kind of a sad comic book because basically I forget which Robin. Pretty sure it's Tim Drake, but the Robin comes back. It's like, hey, we should get stuff back to going. I don't think it's Dick Grayson. It might be. I forget.
Well, I don't see how he could be upset about it if he was not dating.
Well, because they dated, they broke up, and then she slept with Batman. Got pregnant, then he came back. It's like, hey, what's going on? And she's like, oh, hey. And then she's like, hey, by the way, I'm pregnant. He's like, oh, I think it is Dick. He's like, tell Dick I said congratulations. And she's like, he's been back for 1 week, and this is 4 weeks old.
He's like, man, hitting it. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, me? Aw, shit.
Deep pregnant Ray.
Deep pregnant Ray. Exactly. Barbara, would you mind standing in this giant cylinder, the death chamber?
She's like, where's your bathroom? It's over there. What the fuck is that?
It's like this giant syringe. Don't worry about it.
Why is there a doctor in the bathroom?
God. Yeah, just a really weird kind of
No, that just sounds like stupid drama. That's so pointless.
That's the only thing I could found. Everything else comes directly from The Killing Joke, and it's really cool to see that come to life. Joker's whole plan with the sadistic kind of torture, Batman having to conflict himself with, because this is like one of the first comic books where Batman really goes like, I might have to kill somebody. Like that's just something like the realism, and like that's Batman. What I like is
in this one, The Killing Joke.
Yeah, Batman realizes like it's probably gonna happen where I kill you or you kill me. It's the first time where Batman is realistic to the extent where he's like, someone will have to die in this situation. Because Batman's always the kind of guy that avoids death unless it's Batman vs Superman, where he openly murders people for no good reason. Other than that,
he might have a good reason, just not what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, he tries not to kill in like any circumstance. At least
he throws like fucking grenades and shit everywhere. People are definitely dead
in that movie. Yeah,
or when he got shot in the head. Oh god.
We'll talk about that later.
Ooh, that was a 3-hour. Piece of shit. That was good.
Still have that episode to do. Shouldn't have brought it up.
Justice League comes out next month.
Oh, hopefully that won't be bad.
So maybe we should do that on that week.
Maybe. So we always play very chill music that you guys can't hear, and a really good one just came on.
The Mario water level music came on.
It's a good one. But yeah, so that's basically it for comics. The Red Hood story is kind of in there. You got your Killing Joke story. It's about it, and then that romance is only seen in one comic and in a Rebirth. It's pretty new.
Really like the Joker in this. I think he's at his most sadistic in this comic. He makes really morbid jokes after he shoots Barbara.
Oh yeah,
this is like roast me Reddit type of joke.
Yeah, he like basically compares Barbara to a coffee table edition in a book, saying she's a softback because he just paralyzed her. It's like really morbid, and see, that's the kind of thing I'd expect from a Joker movie. Why didn't you do that for Jared Leto? Just have like an Alan Moore Joker, one that's super sadistic, trying to prove
because this is Warner Brothers. Well, what I like is I noticed a lot of The Dark Knight did take from this. Even his speech at the end of The Dark Knight, he's saying like,
there's a big psychology to the Joker, and people people see him as crazy.
Yeah, he says something like, "I could do this forever. I could just keep on trying to fuck with you forever," and I love it.
The Dark Knight does take elements of this Joker.
And then he also talks about how he tried to turn Harvey Dent.
That's actually a great point. Oh my god, that's so similar. Mm-hmm. But the problem is I just realized that comic book I referenced, The Dark Knight, and your movie come way after this comic book. So there's no way that they influenced it. If anything, no.
What do you mean?
Like the comic book I just referenced came out after the other comic. So there's no way that it actually adapted from that. And it came after the movie too. So if anything, this comic book took from the movie.
But that says 2014.
Never mind. I was right, and then I was wrong about me being wrong, so I was right.
Gotcha. But yeah, I mean, The Dark Knight's gonna be a totally different episode. But I noticed a lot of that reference because I haven't read the comic book in a long time, and I totally forgot about it.
That will be a good episode.
That'll be like a 2-hour episode.
Oh my god. So, as an adaptation, how does this do?
Dude, it's trash. Don't get me wrong, the voice actor's always on point. It's just for something, like I said, that's this memorable, this iconic, they should have done a lot more. It felt really rushed.
What would you have done?
Totally done unique animation, maybe even exactly like the style of the comic. It would have probably cost a lot of money. It's very detailed, but to me, it would be worth it. If I saw that on screen, I'd be like, yo, I'll fucking buy the Blu-ray. I'll buy the special
original comic, because we read the deluxe one just now.
It's just weird. A little bit touched up. It's not that much different.
Like the sky is orange behind Arkham. It's actually like really artistically trippy.
Yeah, do it like that.
Oh, it would be. I'm just saying, like...
You know what I would love to do? Everyone. I would love to direct a live action.
Killing Joke?
Yeah. It'd be easy.
Yeah, that was the thing, is I was just expecting them to expand the story elements that were already in the Killing Joke, not add a whole nother story for Batgirl.
And that really
sound like the best thing.
That really killed it because, like I said, you don't see the Joker for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure people went into the theater at Comic-Con, they're like, is this the right movie?
Well, we had the directors come out and tell us like what was going to happen. Like, we added a little bit, but at like 25 minutes, I looked at my watch and I'm like, where the fuck is Joker?
And I'm sure if they hadn't have told you that, people probably would have just walked the fuck out.
No, we waited like 3 hours in line. I wasn't walking out.
I'm like, where's the Killing Joke? What's this Batgirl bullshit? So it's disappointing. Like I said, you wouldn't like. I think Watchmen is a great adaptation. I think it pretty much nails the casting.
Also,
the
Alan
look.
Moore.
Again, Alan Moore movie. And I feel like they really tried to make it as close as possible. They didn't change a thing except for parts of the ending, which both work in their own way, depending on...
I actually prefer the movie.
Well, it's just Alan Moore.
I know.
That's his style.
I get it.
So it works in both contexts. Obviously, I don't think the Alan Moore ending would have worked as well if it was on screen.
So what you're arguing, basically, is... If you're going to do an adaptation of such a beloved source material, sometimes...
Just do it exactly the way it is. There's no point in changing anything.
As Andrew Dudley once said, the best type of transformation is a transformation in fidelity. I learned that from my cinema class. There's like 3 ways to adapt.
Sounds like some hippie...
It is very hippie, but it's basically like transform in fidelity means copy and paste. It's a fancy word
Command
for saying
C.
Copy. Command C.
That'll be my quote.
Command C.
Command C.
Oh my god, that's what I should paraphrase in my essay. As Andrew Dudley said, blah, blah, blah. As I say, Command C.
That needs to be a meme.
Command C.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Just goes on Wiki, Command C.
Yeah, if I was to do this, I would have just made it longer and just done its own thing. Like, I would have had more... searching for the Joker. I would have maybe had, like, a little more origin into the Red Hood.
And what's weird to me is, like, some of the people worked on the original animated series, which almost every episode is really well written, especially for a 20-minute children's show or, like, young adult preteen show. And for them to just get it so wrong... It just doesn't make sense. And at least they should have had the Joker introduced, at some point in the beginning of the movie, whether he's just like, like somewhere in there. You know what I mean?
Because he's like he's empty.
Yeah, he's literally not in the movie for like 30 to 40 minutes. So he could have left a card for Batman, like a playing card or anything, and then... popped up again later. But it feels like 2 totally different movies just melded into one.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Batgirl part would have been probably okay if it was its own movie. I would have been like, it's alright.
I would have loved to see a Batgirl movie. Maybe not with the same writers. And, the director this isn't his first rodeo. They've done, like, a lot of stuff. They've done a lot of the
really
Teen Titus.
Teen Titties.
God damn it.
That's so
Teen
wrong.
Titan movies. Yeah, that's Man, we're going to have, like, someone, like, call us about that. Teen Titans. Oh, by the way, if you want to complain or report us, our email is...
Well, teens could be 18. Legal teen titties.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm tired.
All right. I give it a 6. If it was just the last 40 minutes, which is, I think, what we wanted,
Give
just
it
a shorter
7
version,
or an 8?
I'd give it an 8.
I'd give it a 7.
'Cause
Just
I-
not an 8, just because the animation's weak.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there was one difference. There was more action in the animated film. Like, he fought all the circus people. In the Alan Moore comic, he just rode up on the Batmobile and, like, hit a couple of them. Which makes more sense to me. Why Batman waste his time?
Yeah, hopping out and fighting people.
Yeah, he had to fight, like, a werewolf,
A fat lady.
and by
who
that we
dies.
mean the circus tents of a fat lady.
Yeah, she's big.
Well, that's all.
And then some, like,
Bearded
Siamese...
lady, Siamese twins. You know, carny
pointless.
folk. And the baby people.
They were weird.
They were really
They're very
weird.
disturbing. Oh, there's also a weird part in both where they strip Gordon naked and they
Yeah,
put like a S&M type of chain and collar on him.
I don't get the point.
I guess
Of
just
that.
to make him go crazy and just degrade him as much as possible. It is very degrading.
I guess.
I just don't see how he couldn't escape some like little baby angel things. Ugly goblin
They had a
kids.
taser, I guess. But I think
That's very Alan Moore
Commissioner Kavordin could
though.
beat,
Gordon.
the Russian version of Gordon could beat up some
Gordon.
baby people.
He just drinks vodka and he's like, Batman.
Batman. Oh my god, I would love that.
Batman.
There's a Russian Batman. Maybe there is a Gavordin.
Batman.
I am Batman. Anywho, man, all right. I think that's it. As an adaptation, not so
Gavordin.
great. As its own film, it sucks.
Yeah, not great. Just read the comic. It'll take you like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Borrow it from me.
honestly, you're better off either watching the last 40 minutes on YouTube or just reading the comic. Honestly, both will take you as long. Actually, the comic would be faster.
Probably. And you'd probably enjoy more.
And you can put your own voices in there, so yeah. I like it. I'd say read it. This is one of those times, stick to the comic.
Or take the audio from the movie and read the comic.
That seems a little complicated.
Yeah, but might be an enjoyable experience.
Okay, do that then. Do that. All right, so that's it. If you want to contact us, source2screen@gmail.com, or that
Twitter.
is source_2_screen.
Sorry, source to screen was taken on Twitter.
It has 8 posts. I'm going to go threaten them to give it to us.
It's from like 2008.
I know. I got to go talk to those guys. They won't respond.
Can we have your Twitter?
Please give us your Twitter handle.
Yeah, send in fan mail, leave comments, like our shit, whatnot.
Oh, I found out the person who left a message.
Yeah.
Her name was Maria Harris, and she actually just gave it a thumbs up. But it said comment, so I thought it was a comment.
You told me this already.
Did I say it on the podcast already?
No, but it's not information that they need.
Thank you, Maria Harris.
Thank you, Maria Harris. Shout out to Maria for your thumbs up.
Thank you, Maria. I don't know why I said nerdy cat, because her name's Maria. All right, that's the end of the podcast.
Later, players.
Later, players.
I don't like bullies. I don't care where they're from.